Podcast हो यहाँ पे Xbox की गांड फट गई now, ladies and gentlemen. Today has been massive disaster. The Sony ponies are having massive orgies. They're having erections, and the craziest part here is that, guys, everybody gather around, okay? Activision has confirmed a brand new Call of Duty.
Bruh.
I just don't understand. They just came out confirming a new Call of Duty game. We're gonna talk about this. We also have multiple video clips that I'm gonna share with you. We also have the Sony ponies just celebrating tonight. They're having orgies, and apparently I've seen a lot of the Sony ponies also say that, you know what, we are with CMA, we love CMA. And I've even seen some of you mofos out there saying that, bro, you're disappointed because now Call of Duty is not gonna be 30 FPS on Xbox.
Bruh.
Like seriously, bro, like I just don't understand. But ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're gonna get right into the story. Like this video, subscribe with notifications so you do not miss any future upload. But check this out, guys, you're not gonna believe this, okay? Put your kids to beds, guys. Fasten your seatbelts. The UK CME says Microsoft's deal would not accelerate Activision games on cloud services, as Activision would have to bring their titles to cloud gaming eventually. Says that the 10-year deals are not enough, as cloud gaming is new and can change the industry in 10 years. Like,
bruh,
their entire argument is with the UK CMA's entire argument is with the cloud services, but the Sony ponies, do they care? Absolutely not, okay? They are just happy that the UK CMA actually canceled the deal. And the craziest part here is that for the longest amount of time, we always thought that UK CMA is gonna be with the Sony ponies. You know, they are gonna be in the favor of the PlayStation Nation. But then they came out with a massive plot twist just a couple of weeks back, and it was looking like that they're gonna block the deal, because they came out, they said that, yep, you know what, we do not think that Call of Duty, it's not a big deal, right? If it goes on Xbox, it's not a big deal. A lot of people were shocked.
oh shit,
Yeah, and today, just out of nowhere, because yesterday they did, New York Post came out, they did say that this deal is most likely gonna go through just yesterday, right? And today, I mean, UKCMA just buka-killed the deal, and they're using cloud service as the reasoning, which is absolutely wild. And check this. So Activision once again confirms our full annual premium release in the man.
Bombocard.
New Call of Duty is confirmed in the franchise that is launching later this year. They did not mention the dev name, but weirdly rumored to be Sledgehammer My Balls. So yeah, these are the rumors that have been going around for a minute now, that this year we're gonna be getting a new Call of Duty game that is gonna be made by Sledgehammer My Balls. And a lot of people trust and faith is at an all-time low. People are like, bruh, like, are we gonna be getting those friendly UAV? So some people are calling in for UAVs, but check this out, guys. This is gonna knock your socks off, so roll this.
Okay, regulators blocking the Microsoft Activision deal. The country's CMA saying such a combination would substantially reduce competition in this new cloud gaming market. Both companies say they'll appeal that decision. Activision stating, quote, the UK is clearly closed for business. David, and then Brad Smith with a strongly worded statement of his own.
Yeah, they can say what they want at Microsoft and Activision. Activision is being good here in terms of making sure it's going to secure its $3 billion breakup fee, and so it is being...
Bombocard.
Yeah, I heard this 3 billion that they're gonna be getting their 3 billion fee back. My God, those twats over at Microsoft paid y'all dumbasses 70 billion, and y'all talking about 3 billion. Yo, but can a brother get like 3 pennies or something, guys?
A very true partner here by saying a lot of things as well, and going along with this idea of appealing the CMA decision. When the CMA originally came out a couple of months back, remember, it was, early February, with a very negative potential review here. It looked like they were going to say no, because they were also looking at the console market, and we said the deal was mostly dead. Then they reversed themselves and said, nope, we're okay with the console, we're just looking...
Yeah, so he's literally talking about what I just talked about minutes ago, right? Like, we all thought that UK CMA was in the favor with Sony ponies. Then they come on, they say that Call of Duty can be on Xbox. Not gonna happen. It doesn't matter, right? Sony ponies, like PlayStation, Sony, y'all are just, nah, man, it's just Call of Duty. And today, they just say cloud gaming is the reason.
The cloud, and the market rallied, and everybody said, well, and we included, said, this thing's no longer mostly dead. It looks very much alive. Well, now you're much closer to all dead. The likelihood of an appeal here of the CMA's decision is exceedingly slim. something I tweeted earlier.
Oh, damn.
You can take a look at past efforts there. They won't get there most likely, and certainly not within any sort of time frame that anybody would care about. It could take as long as a year. There is no
and pause, right? Here's the thing. So this deal needs to go through for Microsoft, right? It needs to go through before June is over, because after June they would have to, the deal is gonna be canceled by itself, and then they would have to renegotiate. But if European Commission, apparently we are hearing that they're gonna come out in May, and that's when they are gonna give their decision, and apparently everyone is saying chances are very slim right now. They can definitely come out and drop a reverse uno, and they can approve the deal. CMA blocked it. That's like a massive yikes, right? But guys, roll this, okay? Check this out. So Activision's monthly active player count decreased by 13 million. Oh shit! Check this out.
In the water. Today, the United Kingdom's CMA, the Competition and Markets Authority, blocked the deal, which means that they do not approve of the deal whatsoever. It's not going to be happening in the United Kingdom, and as a result of that, Microsoft is going to be attempting to appeal it, obviously. Now,
yeah, who do you blame in the situation? Do you guys blame the UK CMA, or y'all blame the UK gamers, the toxic gamers? Because UK CMA, they're literally saying they have blocked it because they wanted to protect the UK gamers. So I'm saying, guys, if you're a Sony pony, if you're celebrating tonight, then I mean, y'all gotta be thankful to the UK gamers, man. Shout out to, okay, let's do this. Cheers to the UK gamers out there. But if you're like, bruh, like UK gamers, man, if you're an Xbox, right, then y'all gotta be pointing your fingers at the UK gamers. Y'all gotta be pointing your fingers at those dumbasses out here. It is all because of the UK gamers.
CMA claimed a number of reasons for why they decided to block the deal, but the biggest being is Microsoft's proposal does not cover in detail their business models for cloud gaming, because the CMA expects cloud gaming to blow up in the next 10 years, apparently,
yeah, 10
even
years,
though right
10 years.
now, anyway, cloud gaming is virtually nothing. I mean, there are some games out there for sure, but like cloud gaming is just, it's a blip on the radar, you know what I mean? But apparently they think it's gonna be pretty massive in the future, and they don't think
honestly, bro, like I'm just a little bit sad that we're not gonna be able to see Call of Duty at 30 FPS. Bruh. Just like the rest of the homies that are kind of sad that we're not gonna be able to see Call of Duty. I mean, Call of Duty, let's be real, guys, it's a disaster right now. Honest to God though, right, I don't care who gets the deal. I was like, okay, if Microsoft, this deal needs to be over, right? Whether it's blocked or goes through. If it goes through, then yeah, you know what? Microsoft has the capital. They can turn Call of Duty into a very good game. It's a disaster right now. I guess most of you will agree. The fact that they had to come on with a $30 battle pass and drop these family-friendly UAVs. The fact that they had to drop these UAVs, that is just absolutely insane. And the news that is coming out that says that their player count, guys, most advanced Call of Duty game ever, okay? 13 million player count, just poof, gone. Blizzard monthly active player count, poof, gone. 18 million monthly players, gone completely. And Overwatch, despite Overwatch being free to play, Modern Warzone says, yikes. So Call of Duty, Activision as a whole, they're not doing good. They needed someone. They needed Microsoft in this case. And listen, I play on the Sony ponies, but I always said this, there could be two different scenarios. Either Call of Duty, if it goes to Microsoft, it's gonna either be amazing, it's gonna be a banger where they're gonna give the devs time, they're gonna give them the money and all the resources. They have all the resources. They got NASA computers like that. They got billions and billions of dollars already. But you know what? Maybe they're gonna get 2 extra pennies from Daddy Phil Spencer. But it's all about managing, right? So either Call of Duty is gonna turn out to be very good, or it's gonna get the Halo treatment. I always said that it's kind of sad what they've done with Halo. And recently, obviously, Redfall, we heard that it's gonna be what, like 30 FPS? I mean, damn, guys, like 30 FPS. So right now a lot of people are saying that, well, Call of Duty is not gonna be 30 FPS. So that's a W for a lot of people. I'll tell you this, man, Call of Duty players, we as Call of Duty players, our standards are so low that just because the game is gonna be 60 FPS, we're all of a sudden we're like happy with that. I mean, guys, like, let's get our standards up, bruh.
that Microsoft is doing enough to kind of like lay out their plans for that in the future. They also claim that Microsoft is not sufficiently open to providers who wish to offer versions of Activision Blizzard's games on PCs that operate on systems other than Windows. What? Are they talking about Mac and like Linux? Like, I don't understand that part. And then they also claim that the deal would standardize the conditions that games are available instead of the gaming market being open to creativity and dynamic aspects of the market. Whatever that means. But the long and the short of this is the United Kingdom's CMA decided to block the Microsoft acquisition of Activision. Like I said, Activision Blizzard is going to appeal this. Microsoft is going to appeal.
Seriously, nobody saw this coming. I'm genuinely shocked though. If you're not shocked, you are just capping. Just like the kids would say, capping, you are literally capping. Literally nobody saw this, and I'm pretty sure the Sony ponies that are celebrating tonight, they are like just as confused as the Xbots. I thought I'm gonna see a lot of sauce, but a lot of people, a lot of the Xbots are quiet. Some Sony ponies are celebrating, but it's not like how you remember back in February. Let me actually bring a chat like you back, okay? Let me bring you back to that time. So last year when Activision was bought out by Microsoft Xbox, right? That's when a lot of the Xbox were doing helicopters with their release. The Sony ponies were down bad. This time though, yeah, Sony ponies are celebrating. I'm not gonna say they're not celebrating, but it is not as crazy as the time last year. Last year basically, Brad, like it was WW5, like console wars were at an all-time high. I really thought that it's gonna be like crazy this time too, but it is, don't get me wrong, like there are some console warriors, some dumb Sony ponies, some dumb Xbots fighting over plastics out there. And guys, like come on, y'all gotta wake up. We're all gamers at the end of the day. We all need 60 FPS, Brad. Let's ask them about 60 FPS. Let's ask them to drop. Let's start a new moment. We demand no pay for online. We demand free online. Bruh. Smash the like button if you agree, man. Free online, 60 FPS, good games, finished games at launch. That's what I'm asking for, guys.
This, but that could take a lot of time. Now the thing about this deal is if it isn't finished by I believe June, which is just a couple of months away, then the deal is going to have to be renegotiated, and Microsoft may not have the bargaining power that they once had. Now this information is coming from all sorts of different sources online, but from what I heard, initially, Activision wanted to sell to Microsoft for $105 a share, but they were taken down to $95 a share. But mind you, this was back in like late 2021, early 2022, when Activision was...
And right now, their share, if I'm not mistaken, it was sitting somewhere around 90 because it jumped up because everybody thought that the deal was gonna go through, right? In fact, the UK... After the UK CMA, I'm not talking about today, I'm talking about like just a couple of months ago when... Or a couple of weeks ago when they said that Call of Duty is not gonna be troublesome for PlayStation. It can go exclusive on Xbox, right? Then the stock jumped up. There was a lot of optimism and a lot of enthusiasm around the streets. And yesterday when New York Post came out, they said that, yeah, we think it's gonna go through. We think it's gonna go through. The stock was booming, and just now it is, I believe it dipped below somewhere around like 70, 73, 75.
Completely in shambles. I'm sure a lot of you guys remember all of the assault allegations, the cube crawls, famous developers being fired for these different assault allegations, including some of the faces of Treyarch. We had the Bill Cosby BlizzCon sweep.
Holy... I remember this one, guys. They apparently, for some reason, some of the twats over at Activision had like cameras installed in public bathroom for... Oh shit! For real, and they were stealing like baddies' milk, like you know, like some of the baddies, some of the female workers, they had kids with them, right? They wanted to feed their child. They wanted, and I cannot say that. But those twats, they were stealing those milk, those baddies' milk, those baby milk out there. I mean, shit was kind of wild, actually, bro.
Which resulted in a developer named Jesse McCree, who was actually the head of the Diablo 4 project. He ended up getting fired as a result of that. Then they had to rename the McCree character in Overwatch, which eventually led to Activision Blizzard putting out a new policy about naming in-game characters and locations and lore and stuff like that after their developers, because they've had so many of their developers that that got like their own custom stuff in games, like so many of them turned out to be scumbags. So now they're just not doing that anymore.
Oh my god.
That is insane, man. That is insane, bro.
When Activision Blizzard was at their lowest point.
Okay, I need to show you guys this, okay? Guys, this picture alone speaks 1,000,000,000 words, okay? You can see that family-friendly UAV, right? Like, just hanging there. That tells you everything you need to know. These are the scumbag devs that are making these games. These are the twat devs. Now, I'm not saying every dev is bad. There are surely very good devs out there. There are very good people working at Activision. Some of you might be working at Activision that are watching this video. I'm not talking about you. There are good devs. There are very, very good working people working there, right? Which means the same thing. I'm repeating myself essentially. But my point here is that I acknowledge there are good people out there. But when you look at this, guys, it just tells you everything you need to know. These devs are incompetent. These devs are lazy. They do not know what they're doing. And obviously, this California lawsuit kind of proves it. These are their priorities. They love having those dongs. They want to be putting their they're chasing the pom pom and whatnot, guys. Never chase pom pom. Okay, chase your dreams, guys. Chase your dreams.
Microsoft stepped in with an offer to essentially come in, buy them out, and clean up the town, so to speak, right? But since all this has started, it's been quite a while since all those allegations, all those lawsuits and things like that, and Activision, to their credit, has been working to clean up their act, like from the top down at their company. And if they do need to re-enter the negotiating room, I think it's entirely possible that Activision is not going to want to sell for as low as they previously agreed to.
Facts.
Which would then force Microsoft to reconsider how much they value the Activision Blizzard brands and how much they're willing.
Yeah, let's think about this for a second. They got Warzone 2, right? Since then, obviously, they got Warzone 2. They got Modern Warfare 2, most advanced Call of Duty game ever. They got 3,000 devs, okay? 3. They got NASA computers, okay? So obviously, RTX 4090. They need to up the price of their company, right? So that's that. And what else they got? They got this skin, which we all love, right? So they have that. So obviously, their company price is gonna go up, bruh. It's gonna go up, right? So understandable, totally understandable.
To gamble on the future of the company, because right now so many of these companies are trying to compare their current stats to like their peak COVID stats, which is just not fair, because COVID was like when every game studio was just blowing up because everybody was at home, everyone was just blowing money online and things. So
yeah,
it's really hard to tell what's going to happen here. If we do look at the monthly active users, this was actually released by Activision today. These are really interesting. So how you read this is these numbers are set in the millions, right? So March 31st of 2022 on the left there, when Vanguard and
okay, Van Garbage at March 3rd, Activision Blizzard King, total MAUs. Any expert in chat here?
Warzone Caldera were out. There were 100 million monthly active users across all of the Activision games. This is not just Call of Duty, but of course Call of Duty takes up a big percentage of this. Then 1 year later, here on the right-hand side with Warzone 2 and Modern Warfare 2, there are about 98 million monthly active users.
Holy oh shit. Okay, so this is the one that we're looking at, right? So from 111 million to 98 million in about three weeks, or 3 months I should say. And then Blizzard from 45 to 27. King, okay, King jumped up though, so 233 million to 243 million. Okay, so I mean, damn.
So if you look at this, it seems like there aren't really that many less players playing this year compared to last year comparatively, but this is still a net loss, and it's definitely not the big increase that they were hoping for with a reboot of Modern Warfare 2 and the implementation of Warzone 2. Like somehow, Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 are doing worse than Vanguard and Caldera. Again, COVID definitely played a role.
That, I mean, damn, that is crazy, guys. Listen, what's the worst Call of Duty in your opinion? Hand on top of this bottle of water. Slushy, take these fingers, put it in your ear hole, okay? Slushy, I know you love the game, right? We all know you love the game. Bruh. I don't want you hearing that all the time, man. You probably heard these truth bombs a million times. I don't want you feeling bad. So put it there, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, the worst Call of Duty game of all time is Call of Duty Van Garbage, okay? Bruh. It's Van Garbage. That's the worst game of all time. But Modern Warfare 2 had so much potential. The amount of potential and the amount of hype this game had, it is equally, if not more, disappointing to see this game flop as bad as it did, okay? In terms of this game having potential and what they've done to this game, I would say Modern Warfare 2 is the worst, but that is still subjective. I'm being very opinionated when I say that. But objectively speaking, Vanguard is the worst game of all time in terms of Call of Duty. So it is kind of wild to see that during the Vanguard era, the game, they were absolutely killing it. But with Modern Warfare 2, most advanced Call of Duty game ever, Warzone 2 free to play, Modern Warfare 2, I just don't understand. I don't understand. But guys, you might want to check this video out. We had massive GTA 6 leaks. It all leaked out. Click on this video on the screen because that's our last hope. On the left though, that video is on my second channel. This is where I teach young men the benefits of not chasing a pom-pom. Check these videos out, guys, and I'll see you right there, man. That video on the left, crazy, bro. Check